In this tutorial, we are going to learn about DevOps.
Nowadays, DevOps is very hot skill.
Nowadays,
Everyone is talking about DevOps. So let us learn about DevOps. What is DevOps? DevOps may be defined as combination of practices and tools that increases organization's ability to successfully migrate the updated project into production with maximum velocity. So, as per definition of DevOps, it is combination of practices and tools. When we say combination of practices and tools, it means that it involves set of practices and set of tools. And overall purpose of DevOps is to move the updated project into production with maximum velocity so that client doesn't need to wait for long time to have the code updated in production. Updated means deployed in the production. Earlier what happened was that after doing proper testing and deploying the application into production took great amount of time, which is not desired in this fast-paced pacing environment. So we needed something to get the updated application into the production environment as soon as possible. So we needed something to give velocity to the deployment of the application in the production environment. So something was required. Some practices or tools were required. So then came the concept of DevOps, which not only minimized the time to move the application into production, but also defined set of practices and tools to get it done easily with the help of automation. What was done earlier manually has now been automated in the form of DevOps. Just for example, we should understand that using DevOps only, Google deploys two
application
applications
build.
in a minute into production.
Now, DevOps may also be defined as framework, which includes continuous integration, continuous testing, continuous delivery, and continuous deployment. Continuous integration means continuously integrating the code in the production environment. We use the tool like GitHub, Jenkins to pull the code, continuous testing using Selenium or other automation tool, continuous delivery and continuous deployment by pushing the code into production. So we are continuously moving the code into production. We are continuously testing the code and we are continuously deploying the code and delivering the code into the production in working what do you say in working state. Means if there is continuous integration and if there is error in the if there is error which is detected during continuous testing, then it is moved back to previous version. So we are continuously doing all the things in fast paced environment. So there is processes involved for continuous integration, continuous testing, continuous delivery and continuous deployment. Therefore we say that it is set of practices, because there are many practices involved. You can see continuous integration, continuous testing, continuous delivery, continuous deployment, and we have also seen that it involves many tools as well to facilitate all these processes. So this is brief introduction of continuous integration and continuous delivery pipeline using DevOps.
Now, when we say practices, it means continuous integration and continuous delivery. And when we say tools, then there may be many combination of tools that may be different depending on what organization is using. But overall purpose is continuous integration and continuous delivery. So it may happen that tools may not be same, but the overall purpose of DevOps is continuous integration and continuous delivery only. Let us look at some of the tools that are used for DevOps. So these are most commonly used tools for DevOps, that are Dockers, AWS Linux servers, Jenkins, Git, Maven, Chef. So these are most commonly used tools, but it is not limited to these tools only. There may be other tools as well. We use Kubernetes, Puppet, and many other tools, but tools and languages. But in this tutorial, we will be using Dockers, Jenkins, Git, Maven, Chef, and we'll try to include concept of AWS Linux server as well. But since it is paid, so I will give brief introduction of AWS Linux servers.
So in this video we saw the concept of continuous integration and continuous delivery, and what are the tools that is generally used for DevOps. Thank you.